Que pasa YouTube? Okay, what's up YouTube? Yes, I know it's been a couple of weeks. Long story short, I had to pick up extra hours at work due to our second shift person leaving, and whatever free time I have I put in there, or I've also just had personal life stuff going on. So I apologize. I will try to catch up on whatever I'm behind, including a new draft league, and the first few games already being done. I just have to edit them and render them and upload them. But yeah, for right now, this is our semifinals match of the ICP lower tier season. If you guys are excited for that, leave a like, answer the comment question of the day when it pops up. We are having a rematch for this game against Wreck-It Mike, who was one of our toughest games of the original season. So definitely check him out in the description down below. So looking at this matchup, the threats are still the same. Dragon Dance or Swords Dance Haxorus is very problematic. Deontay is a giant issue depending on if it's an offensive set or a defensive setup set. Alamomolo is very annoying. Dodrio and Alolan Muck were two giant problems in our original game in week 1 that I did not think would be as annoying as they were. So I do more or less expect them to come to this matchup, and something that I like 99.9% expect is going to be the Piloswine, because now we have Jolteon, which we didn't have week 1 when we faced Mike in the original season. So huge shout out to the front office homies for helping me for this matchup and helping me hopefully get that Gen 9 championship. So Alamola, I definitely expect to come to this game. I remember in the mocks it was really annoying, whether it be a Salt Vest or just a bulky pivot with Wish. Fortress and Lurantis I still do not expect, just because, I mean, it's a Fortress and a Lurantis. I don't. They're not really that great mons here in my opinion. Terra Deontay is amazing, honestly, so I really don't expect those two to come. So our first team member here is going to be Manshao. Game 1, I had Choice Scarf. This time around, though, we are Life Orb, double priority with Fake Out and Vacuum Wave, which is actually really handy because Raikou, even though it's got a terrible matchup, Mike has shown to bring it regardless of its matchups in his season that he's had. So I more or less do expect it to come to this game. And even if I were to be something like Assault Vested, it's still doing a ridiculous amount of damage to us. So after hazard damage and chip damage, we can put it in range of where Fake Out plus Vacuum Wave will knock it out, alongside the Dodrio and the Haxorus, as well as if he is not Terra Ghost on the Deontay, it's got to be Ghost, Fairy, or Water. So Fake Out plus Vacuum Wave is still able to pick off any of his offensive threats that are very low HP, and then Close Combat and Knockoff are there for stab and coverage. And next off, we have our Terra Captain Meloetta, again rocking rocking Terra Ground, just because, I mean, look at his team. I know that Terra Ground is very obvious in this matchup, but it's just so ridiculously good. Also, if I don't Terra Ground immediately with sub, we are able to set up on something like the Alamomola, which is actually amazing. The defense investment helps us live any weak physical hit with our substitute, which is amazing. We already have a ridiculously high Spadef stat, and then Psychic and Terra Blast Ground hit everything for neutral or super effective damage. If we are able to calm Mind up behind the sub, it might be good game like round 1 of playoffs. So yeah, hopefully Meloetta can put in work. Next off, we have Ticketon rocking an Air Balloon once again, but this time around we actually have Own Tempo instead of Pickpocket. And the reason for this is because in game 1 I stole Dodrio's choice item, which made it a lot more annoying than it really should have been. So it's a little bit odd. Like, yeah, I would like to steal something like Violite from Piloswine or maybe an item from something else, but I honestly do expect Dodrio to come once again. And if it is a Choice Scarf, maybe Choice Banded, I would rather it be Choice Locked than having it be able to switch up moves. So this is a little bit odd in that sense. So if he doesn't see On Tempo, then he might expect me to be Pickpocket and then have to play differently initially. So yeah, I'm hoping that we can bluff the pickpocket and then kind of just deal with things from there. But Gigaton Hammer absolutely does a huge chunk of damage to everything that is not the Alamomola or the Fortress, which I mean we can knock off. Encore is great for any type of setup that he does want to bring against us, and Endeavor is huge because Alamomola in Mox was a giant problem, man. Being able to get a huge hit off on that if it's really low is going to be very helpful to us. Even if it is able to switch out a region, just being able to force it out is going to be handy. Next off, we have physically defensive Mandibuzz once again. Double Dark Stab, Toxic, and Roost. Defog is really not that necessary in this matchup, mainly because I don't expect Deontay to be a hazard setting variant. I expect it to be offensive Trick Room, a weakness policy variant, or maybe like Iron Defense Body Press, along with the Fortress, again, most likely not coming to this game. So I did not think hazard removal was that important in this matchup. Toxic is nice because we poison everything that is not the Muck and the Fortress, and then Roost is just, it's Roost. It's really good knockoff. Being able to get rid of his items is going to be very handy. Next off, we have QUILLADIN. Funnily enough, QUILLADIN only came in one game, which was week 1 against Mike. So here it is once again. Initially, I did want Quillfish, but QUILLADIN having access to Roar was just really beneficial to us. And the fact that if we are able to get up our hazards, we can weaken his bulky mons that are not able to deal with the QUILLADIN. Yeah, Muck, Dodrio, and Piloswine are annoying, but QUILLADIN more or less eats and handles anything else. It eats any hit and handles his other mons from there. Woodhammer is just a really good stab move, and then Synthesis is there for recovery. And then our final team member is going to be Golurk. This time around though, we are a Colberberry set to hopefully try and lure in the Alolan Muck. Alolan Muck, again, as I mentioned, was a giant problem week 1 when we did face Mike, along with Golurk also more or less kind of being a pivot, at least a one-time pivot into Raikou, depending on the set that it wants to run. So I don't expect to get a Brox here, but if we are able to get a Brox, that's really great. If anything, as long as they get up Spikes, I think we should be good. But if we get a Brox and Spikes, that's very nice. So yeah, that is going to be our squad here for week 1, and let's go ahead and jump into the battle. ¿Qué pasa, YouTube? aka what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the semifinals of the ICP Season 5 lower tier season. Oh, we made it. We are taking on Wreck-It Mike, the man that we faced week 1 of the regular season. And let's see. Oh, he brought the Fortress. What? I was not expecting that. Okay. Raikou, Deontay, Haxorus, Piloswine. No Alamomola. Really surprised that there is no Alamomola. Alright, so regardless, I think my lead is going to be Tinkaton here. Actually, do I want to lead Tink? I feel like I could lead Golurk, honestly. Him not having Aloe makes me kind of more comfortable to lead Golurk. Right? Yeah. And no Dodrio. No Dodrio is actually really good as well. Sorry, guys. Leave a like. Question of the day. I'm just really nervous. I'm really nervous. I was surprised by what he brought here. And my pencil ran out of lead. Okay, so yeah, all right, let's get this started. We're here. We're in the semifinals. We win this, we're 1 win away from that Gen 9 championship that we have been hunting for. All right, so check out Mike. He's had an amazing season for sure, as he does lead off with the Fortress. Okay, this is great. I have Fire Punch. I'm going straight for the Fire Punch here. Yeah, I'm going to Fire Punch because then I can get a Brox next turn, I think. So we're going to Fire Punch here. That's a clean 2 KO. That's amazing. He gets up a Spike. I'm going to get him my Rocks here. I really want Rocks up. So it looks like he's definitely very Spadef bulky. So I'm glad I didn't lead off with my Tinkaton. Like, Tinkaton was my main lead. But he's got Fortress, so He had Fortress, and he doesn't have Dojiro or the Aloe. No Aloe is surprising. He's sitting at what, 32%? And he's got spikes up. So I'm just gonna go for my rocks here, as I can then Fire Punch again. We did a lot to him with that. Yeah, he's definitely running a lot of Spadef on this then, probably definitely for the Mellow. So maybe he thought I would go for Rocks turn 1 myself, but I mean, getting rid of this is great too. Even if he goes for like an Ice Spinner, that's not the worst thing ever. He could get up another Spike, or he could get up Rocks. He tries the Volt Switch, okay. That's odd. I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he's just trying to sack this off. Either way though, we get up our Rocks. So he's got a layer of Spikes up. We have Rocks up. And we're up 6-5. So even though we're off to a good start, things can still go downhill. I don't want to jump to conclusions here, obviously. Muck. Actually, this is good for me. I'm okay with this. We have Cobra Berry. Yeah, even if you Shucka, like, this still does a lot. Well, that did less than ideal damage, actually. But that's fine, we have the Colbur. Frick! Ah, darn it. That's what I was worried about, Poison Touch, that sucks. Darn it, dude. That's really lucky on his end, that actually really sucks. I'm just gonna Earthquake again, though. He doesn't have a switch into this, it's at 51% for sure. He's at 51%. You know, I almost took off Fire Punch, too. That sucks because him getting the poison on this means that that Raikou is a bit more of an issue now. So we've gotten rid of Fortress, we've gotten rid of Muck. That's great. Poison Touch actually just really saved him here. Poison Touch has really saved him in this scenario. Distant past is what? Haxorus? Piloswine. I think I'm okay losing Golurk here. Yeah, and I can just go for knockoff. He does go for the Ice Shard, that's fine. We lose Golurk, which kind of sucks. You know, actually, on the plus side... Oh, shoot. I don't know the investment on this Piloswine. I think I just go Tink and I go for the knock here. Because then I can just go for Gigaton. Yeah, I think I like going Tink here. And I just knock off. Knockoff into Gigaton, I think, knocks this out. So I'm just going to knock off here first. And just knocking this off in general is really good for us. So he's sitting at 88. I mean, whatever comes in, losing their item is still helpful to us. So I was iffy on whether or not he would have Ice Shard on this. Actually, you know what I could have done? I could have gone for Encore so he doesn't get up. Rocks. Ah, shoot. Maybe that's what I should have done. Oh, no, he's going to switch. Okay. Strutter, what is that? Raikou? Actually, that works out. It takes rocks. We knock off what item? Oh, Specs! That is huge! Oh, man. That is actually really huge. I was very worried about Specs, actually. I was actually really worried about Specs Raikou. So he never 2-hit KOs us. At the same time, though, we don't really have a switch into this. If I bring in QUILLADIN, he Volt Switches into the Piloswine probably, right? Because he can definitely just go for Volt Switch here. Although, Tinkaton is a big threat to him. I don't think you risk that. I think I can just bring in QUILLADIN here. So we'll see. Let's see how much HP we're at after rocks. 285. He does just Volt Switch, that's fine. He did 63 to us. Oh, he might be modest. He could definitely be modest. I think I can go into Tinkaton here on this, right? We live in Icicle Crash. Getting up a spike is also actually really nice. I'm gonna spike actually. I want to spike up. As he goes for rocks, that's fine. I'll take this actually. I'll take this because we can trade hazards now. I could also spike again. He's got rocks, ice shard. He's got to go for Icicle Crash here, right? If I bring in Tink, I can Encore him. It's just, I want to knock this off, and I need to keep QUILLADIN around, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go into Tink here. So we'll see how much Icicle Crash does to us. As we do take the rocks. We are on the balloon, which is nice. He goes for Crash. 27 to 82. It looks like he's not running a lot of attack on this, actually. So that's good to know. That's good to know because I think we actually live in Earthquake here if we decide to stay in and risk this. Yeah, I think I can either go for Encore or Knock Off. Gigaton does a lot to this. Bleh. Knock Off is still really nice with hazards up as well. I could Knock Off into Gigaton, I think. Yeah, because we should live in Earthquake here, judging from that Icicle Crash damage. Yeah, I'm gonna Knock Off here. That's fine. Getting rid of a Violite is nice. Yep. And Gigaton will knock this out. He's at 63%, got to keep that in mind. So, unfortunately, we are in hazards range. Oh, yes! Awesome. And this should drop. Down goes Piloswine. Great. Alright, down goes Piloswine. He's got Haxorus, Deontay, and the Raikou left. Strutter is Raikou? It is Raikou, okay. He's taking these hazards, man. He's taking these hazards. He's at what? 30, 36? So I think I just sack Tink here, and I go for Encore. If for some reason he's Calm Mind, I don't know why he would be Calm Mind, but I just go for Encore here. And then I think I bring in Meloetta and I get my kill. Yeah, Scald does do some nice damage. I could bring in QUILLADIN and go for Synthesis, maybe. I think I kind of like that play. Because if he Volt Switches, that's fine. He's put into range of my, my what's it called? Move. Of Fake Out. So I'm going to Synthesis here. He's at 25, 30, like 31%. And we can go for Synthesis here. Alternatively, I could have Woodhammered. But there should be nothing that this thing does to us. Oh, cool. That did a lot. And I just Woodhammer here. Okay. That's fine. We knock him out with Woodhammer. Okay, I think I need to sack QUILLADIN to whatever he brings in here. The scary thing is that setup Deontay and setup Haxorus could maybe still win. Those are the things I'm really concerned about. That's Haxorus. I need to go for Roar. Well, actually, yeah, I need to Roar. I'm gonna Roar. I have to Roar. He Swords Dance. Okay, great. This is great. Oh my lord, yes. Awesome, awesome. He took 24%. He's at 76. That's amazing. This is great. I just Roar again. I just Roar until he knocks me out. That's the thing, right? Yeah, I just Roar until he knocks me out. So I'm at 81 HP. Do I could maybe... Do I live in Moonblast? I don't think I live in Moonblast. He's got to be Ghost, right? He's got to be Terra Ghost. Oh, he's Fairy this time. Dude. A part of me... Damn it. That sucks. That actually really sucks, dude. He's Terra Ghost. Okay. I need to Meloetta and just start attacking here, I think. So I can just Terra Ground and I should 2 KO this. Right? Yeah. So I can Terra Ground here and just Terra Blast twice. Unless he's Assault Vested. And I can't risk going for Calm Mind because he could have Encore. He had Encore game 1. He had Encore the first game that we played. So I just need a Terra here and I need to go for Moonblast. I mean, not Moonblast, sorry, Terra Blast. If he's Max Bedef, we should still knock him out here. I'm not sure if he has anything to knock us out with. I don't think so. Okay, that's a clean 2 KO. That's great. Trick Room. Actually, is this... Wait, no, am I worried about this? I'm not worried about this at all. This actually kind of helps us out. Yeah, I'm just going to Terra Blast. We live this. We live this. For sure. Oh, no special attack drop. Let's go. Deontay goes down. Hold on. I think we might have won. I think we might be going to finals. Oh, man. Are we? Yeah, Haxorus is his last mon. It's already taken 24% from Spikes and Rocks. I think this is game, guys. I think this might be game. Oh, because we have Fake Out Vacuum Wave on our Mienshao. Yeah, there's no way he wins. There's no way he wins. We win. We're going to finals. Let's go. Oh, we're going to finals. Oh, this is our first finals in Gen 9. I can't believe it. Let's go. Let's go. And the Trick Room helps us out because we're slower. And ladies and gentlemen, we pull out the victory in the semifinals of the ICP Season 5 lower tier season. Sorry, I know that's a mouthful and just... Oh, I was stressing about this game all day, man. I was stressing so hard and we got the victory. Let's go. Oh, let's go. I think the audible with Golurk, because even in a mock where I saw Fortress, I still let take a ton. But the fact that he didn't have Dojiro or Alamamola was such a nuisance in mocks. Let's go. We're going to finals. We're going to finals. I don't want to spoil who we face in finals, but we're one victory away, guys. One victory away. If you all have followed us through the season, oh, this is our first finals in Gen 9, and hopefully it'll lead to our first championship in Gen 9 as well. Thank you guys who have followed us through the season. Thank you guys for the support. We are one win away, man. One win away. Oh, it's right there, guys. It's right there. I can feel it. I can feel it. Let's go. All right, I'll see you guys next week. I gotta calm down. Oh man, let's go. Let's go.